We're going to sue them. We are going to sue the mud off the houses. We're going to sue the shoe off their feet. We're going to sue them. All right? So just be with us and donate. Donate. Reach into your pocket and donate. And if you're out there watching, you are watching, you just donate $20 here, $20 there, and we can have $10,000 in no time. Just donate as much as you can.
Welcome and welcome to my new channel, guys. It's your Mazungu Pebbles. Thank you for stopping by to watch me. It's a pleasure having you here. Please consider subscribing to my channel. It's my new drama channel, okay? Subscribe. Don't forget to smash that like button and leave your comments in the comment section. There will be a lot of fun videos on this channel. It will be my drama channel, so please support this channel. Thank you very much.
Hello. I'm here. I am here. Hello. Thank you for coming. It's been a long time, but I've been busy, you know. I've been busy with the kids. I've been busy with the baby. So, but thank you. Hello. Thank you. This live stream is open to all of you who wants to talk, okay? Talk to me. Yes. Thank you all for the support we have been receiving. It's been gigantic. It's been overwhelming. It's been pure love from the heart, you know. The universe sent you guys to us to help us, to donate to us, and to help us. So I want to thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for coming, okay? For the last couple of days, you know, I have been supporting my husband, Goat Matata, and just to make sure that he's okay with all that he's going through, you know, all the bullying that I've been going through to us, and, you know, and you guys have been supporting us to make sure that we get all the lawyers and we go to the courts, and the courts is going to solve it for us. We're going to take it to court. We're taking it to court. So donate. Don't be afraid to donate. You just got your tax refund. Don't tell me you don't have your monies. Don't tell us you don't have your monies. You got tax refund. It's going to be April 15 in a few days. I'm pretty sure you guys filed your taxes already. And you got your refund. So send us your money. We need your money. We need your help. Okay? We just want justice. We believe in divine justice. I believe in divine justice. Divine justice that comes from the universe, okay? I want you to know that everything is working perfectly out there in the universe, and on Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, okay? And sometimes on Earth. It's working perfectly out there. All right, we just pray for us and believe that, you know, we are believing in divine justice. Thank you for supporting us. It's always good to know there is something on your back, you know, that says, thy kingdom come and thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Yes. Yes. And that's the Lord's Prayer. You know, we're not religious, but when time comes for us to ask for money, we are religious. I want you to know that. That's when we are religious. Okay. So I really appreciate. But once again, I can tell you, I believe in divine justice, me and Goat Matata, and I'm a true believer in divine justice, and I believe in karma. And I believe everything out there goes around in the universe, and it comes back around. It comes back around. All the way around. Okay? In all the planets in the universe, it comes back to you, and it comes back, and it gets you. Whatever you do out there, it's called karma. It comes back, and it gets you. I am telling you, what you give, you get back in life. So that's why it's important to be kind. Be kind to people. You should be kind to people. Be very kind to people. You shouldn't be mean to people. You can't call people parasites. You shouldn't be mean to people. But I'm going to call them parasites anyway. I am going to call them parasites because that's what they are. Dengue flies, parasites, you know, infections and viruses. I'm going to call them that. You guys say I shouldn't do it. But I'm still going to do it anyway. They name me Madam Parasites anyway. So may as well I still call them parasites. Yes, I'm still going to call them parasites. I don't care. Goat Matata, I don't care. I'm still calling them parasites because that's what they are. But we should be kind to people. When I get back to the villa, I am going to try to be as kind as possible to those villagers. I am going to sit at the table and I'm going to eat with the black people. I'm going to eat with them. I am not going to take my food and go to the room and separate myself from them and pretend as if that's my culture. Because these black people, they've seen me in Argentina eating with my family all the time. I never separate myself. I never go and eat by myself with Goat Matata. We sit with everyone, friends, and we eat like a nice, happy, good, caring, loving people. So I'm going to try to be nice to the villagers. Okay? I will try my best, but I can't promise you that I won't call them parasites. I'll always call them parasites. Yes, I will. Also, what I'm going to try to do as well is, they realize that I'm not a rich Mzungu. So I'm not going to pretend to be a rich Mzungu anymore. In fact, they know I am from the hood in Argentina. They know. Today, you heard those gunshots? You heard the gunshots? Goat Matata almost peed his pants because those were gunshots. He didn't know. There was a big shootout by the garage.
Like police chasing someone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Those are bullets.
A big shootout. We had to run for cover. So they know that I'm not a rich Mzungu. I'm from the ghetto. So they may not treat me the same. So I have to be careful. I'm going to try to be a nicer person to them when I get back to the villa. I promise you. Okay? When you are like a rock in yourself, these things are important. You should work on yourself. It's super, super important. When you're like a rock in yourself, we don't have the time for jealousy in our lives or to envy anyone because we reflect on our inner body, and whatever is in our inner body radiates to our outer body, and we see the light. We see the light. We see the light. Can't you tell? We see the light out there. Okay? Just dream big. People are being jealous and envious. But all you have to do is dream big. Dream big to change your life. Dream, manifest. Manifest it all. Manifest. Dream, have gold digging dreams. Okay? If you have gold digging dreams, diamond digging dreams, you get what you want. Look at me. Look at me. I got everything I want right now on my table. You have to manifest it. Get your book, your paper, and manifest it. Your pen and your paper, manifest it. Don't be jealous. No time to be envious of people. Just manifest it and it will come to you, because that's what I did. If you don't manifest these things, you're going to reach the parasite level like those parasites in the village. The parasites out there. I know you say I shouldn't call them that, but I am going to call them that. They need powerful energy to radiate light. They are vampires. They suck the light from the universe. They need powerful energy to radiate the light. Okay? The parasites and vampires, they're just jealous and envious of everything we have. Okay? They're just envious. Everything will be perfect if you don't be a vampire or a parasite. Okay? It's not always that easy, but if you have the light and you manifest, it becomes easy. Anyway, hello. Thank you for watching me. And I'm going to go tend to the baby right now. That's all I had to say. Just know that I am here. I support Goat Matata in the lawsuits. We're going to court. I am going to be in court next to him, to sue those people. We're going to sue them. We are going to sue the mud off the houses. We're going to sue the shoe off their feet. We're going to sue them. All right? So just be with us and donate. Donate. Reach into your pocket and donate. And if you're out there watching, you are watching, you just donate $20 here, $20 there, and we can have $10,000 in no time. Just donate as much as you can. All right? Thank you for watching.
Guys, that was Madam Parasite. Seriously, Madam Parasite went on a rant on her last live that I saw. I know I haven't been reacting on them recently because I've been busy, and plus, it was a bit stressful for me, and I decided to take a break. But I'm like, no. After seeing her coming out to call people parasites over and over, even after we agreed that we're going to not call their names, we're not gonna, talk about them in certain way, this girl came out to call people parasite all over again and start this nonsense all over again. So why? You tell me, why should I respect Rocio when she has no respect for us, when she has no respect for anyone else? Okay? Why is it that it's okay for her to call someone outside of their name, to call them a derogatory name, but we can't call her Madam Parasite? She labeled herself Madam Parasite based on the fact that she has been calling human beings parasites. So she labeled herself Madam Parasite. So I want you guys to come for me for calling her Madam Parasite. She is Madam Parasite. She is, and she's not afraid to claim it. She's not afraid to tell us that she is Madam Parasite, that this is what she's going to call us black people out here. Okay?
The parasite level, you know. I know people get very annoyed sometimes. Not people, the parasites get annoyed when I use this word.
But she just rumbled on in that live, and I only listened to the first part of the live because I can't deal with her and the way she speaks and how she speaks and all this universe and all this and all these silly things that she say to make herself seem like she's intelligent when she is not. You know, I can't sit there and listen to her ramble on. I kind of dumb myself down if I do that. So I just listen to a little part of it and then do my little skit on it because it was really hilarious. It was. Oh my goodness. I can't with her. No, anyway, let's move on to I Am Marwa, okay? And I just jot down a few things on Marwa earlier because, as we all know, he has been giving people strikes and I guess it's not working. So he's really angry now that all the people he issued strike to, they're still out here on YouTube. And this is what I told them, like, listen, even if someone's channels go down, they can just create another channel. Even if that channel is not in their name, they can, you know, some people can do that. I'm not saying that's what I'll do, but I'm just saying some people probably can do that. And then you're not going to shut people up. You can't tell people to stop talking about you as long as your information is out there in the public space like YouTube. Everyone gets react on. The president of America gets react on every single day. In fact, I'm preparing something to react on my other channel about the president as we speak. So, you know, why should I Am Marwa be an exception for us to react on? No, we're going to react on him. You know, as long as I am not making up a bunch of lies or, you know, saying stuff that will sort of like a defamation of character. I'm not defaming him or anything like that. So hey, I'm going to continue to talk about him and I'm going to call his name. I'm going to go way back to a couple days ago when he spoke about Kung Fu Fanta and another gentleman who he labeled as terrorist, and he really didn't care when he did that, and he's standing his grounds as we speak that these people are terrorists. And I remember asking Kung Fu Fanta, hey, well, what are you going to do about this? And he was just asking I Am Marwa to, you know, issue an apology. And I said to myself, are you kidding me? Do you know who I Am Marwa is? Do you really think Marwa is going to come out here and apologize to you? He will never do that. Never do that. Never do that. So why ask him to issue an apology? Just go ahead and do what you have to do, or just let it die. Leave it alone. Let it be what it is, and let your reputation go under for him calling you a terrorist. Those are the only two choices you have. But don't expect an apology from him, because to him, he's too big to issue an apology. You and I both know that. All right. Oh, Marwa also mentioned in one of his video, and this caught my attention, when he says he has friends in the FBI. You know, somebody's daughter is in the FBI and all he has to do is just connect them and they can go and dig up this information. The FBI does not work like that, I Am Marwa. You should know that. Don't be silly. The FBI does not work like that. And if you have friends in that high power in the FBI, why is it when you assumed that Ivan was trying to block your visa, why is it that you couldn't tell who was the one who blocked your visa, your American visa? Why you couldn't do that if you have so much power up there to reach out to people in America? Why you couldn't do that to know who blocked your visa? Huh? Don't be silly. Don't be silly, okay? Us people in America know better. That you can't just go to someone in the FBI and tell them to go dig up some information on someone. It doesn't work like that. That person will be fired and that person can go to jail. They can't do that. Anyway, let's move on to his Q&A. Let's move on to his Q&A a couple days because he has nothing better to do. He has no other content but to do Q&A. He apparently it's getting cold there in Argentina. It seemed like they only had 1 month of summer, which is weird to me. I would never want to live in a place like that because it's bad enough living in New York, but they only had 1 month of summer. So now he says it's cold again, so he can't go anywhere. He's just stuck in the garage, looking at the grass, watering the grass, pointing at the grass, rubbing his feet on the grass, and talking about the grass. That's all he has been doing for the past week, and people are like so bored. There was one video where he only got about 7,000 views on that video, and I wasn't surprised because people are just tired of seeing the grass. Marwa, they're tired of seeing the grass. You have to do something about it. People are tired of telling him as well that they are tired of watching these boring videos. But he's not getting it. But what else can he do, guys? There's nothing else. He's trapped there. He's literally trapped there. There's nothing else he can do. What is he going to do? Walk around the neighborhood? Didn't he hear the gunshots today or yesterday on his live? So, it's scary even walking around that neighborhood. It seemed like it's a bad area. So all he can do is sit there and do Q&A to try to push a video out every single day, right? So he was asked if he would do travel collabo with D Mwango, and he said he can't because his wife will not allow him to. How can he explain that to her, that he's going to travel with his sister and leave her at home? She will not allow him to. And he kept calling her his wife, knowing that she's not his wife. His Mzungu, I'm going to say his Mzungu. His Mzungu will not allow him to do that. So he can't go anywhere on any travel excursion with his sister or anyone else if she can't tag along. And people are sick of her. People don't want to see her in his videos, and this is one of the reasons why his views are down. And we have been telling him this over and over and over, singing this to him, but he doesn't care. He's not listening. Instead, he's focusing on blaming reactors for the decline in his views when reactors have absolutely nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. It's his own attitude that caused people to leave him. And he knows that. But he just wants to blame reactors. He knows that. But he's not willing to adjust his attitude. And he's not willing to do things on his own without involving Rocio. Because he doesn't want to upset her. He is still fighting to get this passport. And people were asking him, when is he going back to Kenya? Like, all the questions were like, dude, when are you leaving? You look so unhappy. When are you leaving? When are you going back to Kenya? And he kept saying one excuse after the other. First, it was the baby passport, and he couldn't go because of the baby passport. And then he got the passport, and now he's saying that Rocio needs some documents to travel, to be able to travel, or she needs to get her license, her driver's license first, so that when he purchased another car, when he gets back home, she can drive that car. She needs the license. That license will be able to work in Kenya as well. But why can't Rocio get a license in Kenya? How long can her license work in Kenya? Guys, I don't know, because I know that if I'm traveling somewhere, my license is only temporary. It's not permanent. So please tell me if someone can use a foreign license in Africa permanently. To me, it doesn't make sense, but hey, whatever they say. So now that's the excuse that he has. Now I'm thinking that she is lingering because she's not ready to go back to Africa. So she's taking her jolly time, probably failing the test 1,000,000 times so that she doesn't get that license, that driver's license. because she's probably not ready to leave Argentina. She's probably not. And he's forcing her to leave. Now people are telling him, leave her and go, and then she can come later. And then he has another excuse. She can't travel by herself with the baby because there's certain documentation that she needs before she can take that child out of the country, that he has to sign this document. That's not an excuse, because you can sign the document and then you can leave. You don't have to be attached to her side 24/7, Marwa. You're making up these stories and these excuses. But that's your people asking you these questions and forcing you to leave her there. It's not us. We don't care. All we do, we sit and we react on what we see. That's all we do, okay? Oh, someone mentioned that he looked very, very sad. And Marwa has been sad from the day he went to Argentina. I'm sorry. He's just doing it because of her. He doesn't want to be in Argentina. Come on. Come on. Look at where he's staying compared to his house in Africa. Look at the house in Argentina compared to Africa. Come on. Wouldn't you be unhappy as well? It's like you're confined to a little tiny space, looking at grass every day and watering grass and looking at Timmy and saying Mr. Louise every single day. Wouldn't you seriously get tired of that? And you know, they're both miserable people. Imagine staying in a small room together for a very long time. And if you have to leave, you have to exit through her parents' house. And when you return, you have to return walking through the parents' house. Who wants to live like that? Come on, that's a very unhappy environment. And he passed it off as, oh, he's unhappy because of people bullying his kid, and that's the reason why. Come on, Marwa, stop using this as an excuse right now. Stop. I don't see reactors out here bullying your child. I don't. Maybe it happened, the person apologized, and they move on. I have not seen one person in weeks put your child picture up and even remotely talk about your child. So why do you continue to live on this and keep lying, saying that people are out here still bullying your child? That's not fair. You don't have to say that. Yes, it may have happened in the past with some people, but I don't see it happening. Maybe I'm not seeing those videos. Guys, if you're seeing those videos, then let me know, because I haven't seen anyone mention anything about his child. If people talk about the child, they always say the child is good looking. I've never seen anyone say anything bad about his baby. Never. In fact, Marwa is the one who constantly put the baby on camera, look at the color and compare the color to white or black and those kind of things. He's the one who, you know, do those things. I have not seen any reactor talk about the baby. So I don't know why he keeps saying that. He also said that the strikes that happened, I guess they didn't work out for him, and he mentioned that he doesn't like to give strikes. That's not him. But Marwa, a couple or a week ago, you weren't saying that. You were celebrating. I think you're upset because the strikes didn't work. The channels didn't go down. I think that this is really what's bothering you. It's not that you didn't want to do it or you don't like doing that. The fact that you didn't take the people's channel down who you want to take down, I think this is what is bothering you. And you were celebrating prematurely, and now you're upset that they're still there reacting on you. I think this is the biggest issue. This is why you're so upset, and it's embarrassing as well, because here you were celebrating a win when you really didn't win. So it's kind of embarrassing on your part as well. So now you're talking about that's not you. You don't like to give strikes. You didn't want to give strikes. No, sir. You were singing a different tune a week ago, or over 10 days ago. In fact, you were singing a different tune, talking about how you're taking down people's channel. Now you hear, no, I'm a good guy. I don't do those things. I don't want to do those things. My heart, it's not in my heart. I'm really a good person and I didn't want to do it, you know, but they're forcing me to do it. Anyway, so he continues to ask for legal fees to take people to court. And in his begging spree, he said that this is one of the only times that he has asked his supporters for help. Marwa, 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 Marwa. Seriously? Come on. That is not true. That is so not true. He said only when he had his solar panel, he asked people for help. And Aaron Dante came out and helped him. But Marwa, you forgot when you were having your stupid party. Your party that was not necessary at all. You came out and you asked people to donate. You asked people to help you. You did. And people came in and they helped you. I tried to find a clip of that video where you were asking people for money to support you to have this silly party that was unnecessary, this waste of money party. But I couldn't. You must have, I don't know, hit that live, or I just couldn't find it. But I knew that you asked for money, and you mentioned that one person sent you $6,000. And you used up that money, and you said you ran out of money, and you continued to ask for help. So for you to come and say, this is one of the first time I've been asking for help. All I've been doing is helping people in the village. I help Mama Ann. I help this one. I help that one. And there's one thing I notice about you. You constantly talk about the people you help. It's like there's not a day in your life that you don't have to talk about the people you help. And this is why I don't take help from people, guys. I don't. Because you see, the minute you help me and then you throw it in my face, I have a problem with that. And Marwa does that a lot. He does it. He can't help you unless he has to tell somebody that he helps you. And he has to throw it out there. If it wasn't for me, him and his entire family. In fact, David Jr. used to curse out Mama Ann and say, if it wasn't for us, you would still be in that little mud house that you had. Like, who wants to hear that? I'd rather you not help me. But he does this a lot. So he went on and on and on to talk about all the people in the village who he helped. He talked about Anastasia. He helped her to go to school and how many people he sent to school. But Marwa, how many people have helped you? How many? They helped you build your house. A lot of people donate to you. Whether you beg them or not, they donated to you. They gave you money, and if they didn't give you money, they gave you labor. A lot of free labor came to that villa and helped you, okay? They bought you cements. People were sending you cements. Whether you beg them or not, they still helped you. So why are you talking about the little bit of help that you give someone? Anastasia's school fee is probably not that expensive. A uniform for her is probably not that expensive either. And Anastasia has been working in your house. Do you pay her to work in your house? Like I said, guys, I live in the ghetto. So when you hear the sirens, I don't pretend like Rocio, like, oh, we're from Malda Plata. No, I'm in the hood. I'm in Brooklyn. You're always going to hear sirens. I live in a big city. Siren City, okay? And it's ambulance. I live close to 2 hospitals. So anyway, it's not gunshot, it's ambulance, all right? Oh my gosh. Like I said, Anastasia has been working in the villa for a while. Like, I can show many clips of her. I wouldn't, because she's a young girl. Many clips of her cooking for them, cooking for the workers, you know, cleaning the house, doing things around the house. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, it's not like you're giving her this money and she's doing absolutely nothing for you. And you don't have to come out here and constantly tell Anastasia's story about how her father disappeared and left the mother, and the mother decided to disappear with another man. You don't. This is a young girl who one day is going to grow up and hear you talking about her story. That's a story for her to tell, not a story for you to tell, Marwa. It's disgraceful that you have been telling this little girl's story to the world for so long. Why? Why do you need to tell her story? Nobody needs to know that. You talk too much. Sometimes you just don't know how to filter what comes out of your mouth. And that this is what gets you in trouble a lot of times. You have to learn to filter what comes out of your mouth. It was not necessary for you to constantly talk about this entire girl life story. Now let's move on to Mama Ann. And now you talk about the Mama Ann and you know, back in the day when things used to be good and everybody was so happy in that village, but then there are people who decided to send money to the village to cause chaos. And I'm pretty sure you were talking about KFF, you know, when you mention that, because you're insisting and doubling down that he has been sending money to the village to cause chaos. But Marwa, you forgot that you also caused chaos in that village. You did a lot of good for the village. You bring YouTube to the village. Yes, you did. You helped a lot of people. You opened them up to, you know, donations and all these things that they have been receiving. But when they started, you know, going rogue and doing bad things, you never stopped them. Especially the ones that you were close to, like Mayugno. When Mayugno was using someone's child to lie to get money, you never go to Mayugno and say, hey, bro, you can't be doing this. This is stealing. This is scamming. You can't do this. When they lie and pretend as if they are sick, or, you know, this happened to them, that the next thing happened, the lies that they were telling to activate donations, you never talk to them and say, you can't be doing this to get money out of these poor people or these people who are trying to send you money to help you. It's too much. But they try to build a regular house like Getriba. What did you tell Getriba? Build a mansion. The money will come. So greed, you brought greed to that village. That's what you did. You brought greed to that village. So please, okay, don't exempt yourself from the chaos that has been happening in that village. Take responsibility for a lot of it. You went on a live and you talk about Mama Ann's husband, how he tried to kill himself, you know, all these things that you didn't have to talk about. That family, you went out there and you talk really, really bad things about them. So take responsibility for that as well. And there was someone in the comment section under one of your videos who agreed with me that you also need to take responsibility for the chaos that has happened in your village. You can't just blame it on other people to say, hey, they were the greedy ones and they're the, you know, people are sending money to the village to cause chaos. No, you should also take responsibility. This person say, to be fair, most of the chaos that's happening right now is because of you. It's you that went on a live and attacked Mama Ann unprovoked and even started talking about her family. So what did you expect people to do? Some of your fans also like these other people and value families, so they were offended. Another example is Ivan. You just woke up one day, then decided to do a live stream to trash him, talking about him, yet the guy had never said anything about you. Then when he responded, you cry and make believe that he was the one bullying you. I think it is hypocritical of you to think that you can just wake up and attack people without expecting them to retaliate because you think you have a big following. Just that Chris isn't a chaotic guy, but I'm sure if he decided to also do a live stream, we would hear a totally different story from what you portrayed about him. You want people to be ass licking you. And it's crazy because some people aren't kids, bro. Just because you fall out with them, you want every person around you to also become enemies. Yes, you want people to inherit your enemies, and that is not fair. A lot of the people who defect and went to Mama Ann, they are your subscribers. No one forced them to. They could see right through you. I was your subscriber, Marwa. I used to super slap you too, under a different name. Before I started the other Pebbles Hall channel, I used to super slap you. Until I saw how you treated the people in the village. No one had to tell me. I didn't have to go watch reactors for reactors to tell me to please stop watching I Am Marwa. Not once have we ever said to any one of our viewers that you should not watch I Am Marwa. Not once. We come here and we react. Anyone who leave you, anyone who defect from your camp, just grew some common sense and decided that, hey, this guy, sometimes we have to go. And that's what I did. When you started treating people in that village badly, working them and not paying them, firing them and speaking badly about them, and when Madam Parasite started cursing people out and calling them parasites and calling them all sorts of names, and you guys went into the room and locked yourself away when Jamaican uncle came and dropped 10,000 or how many, I don't know how much amount of money in your hands, and you could not sit at the table and have a meal with him, this is when I said to myself, no, these people are not worth my views. No, you don't treat human beings like that. And I walked away. But I saw little hints from a long time ago where you always compared other countries to Africa and shit on Africa all the time. Why would I want to watch someone like that? Then you pretend as if, oh, I'm African, I'm this, I'm that. But you big up Mzungus and the Mzungus areas more than you big up your own country. I didn't want to watch you anymore after that, Marwa. Reactors had nothing to do with it. And I became a reactor because I got tired of the things you were saying. I just got, you used to be awful. I think you're trying to change right now. But you used to be a bad person, honestly. In terms of, there was a point, I think it was starting from about 2 years ago. You just completely changed into a completely different person. Because before that, even though you were doing the passport bro stuff, I still watched it. It's when you started treating people badly, that's when I couldn't deal with it anymore. The person says, if you don't change your ways, even the few minions you are left with will slowly get tired and leave you. Stop using people, because we're all seeing, bro. If you do good, even the reactors won't have anything bad to say about you. I don't agree with the last part that this person said. Whether you do good or you do bad, people will always have something negative to say about you. Always know that. If you do good or you do bad, I'm sorry, people are always going to say negative stuff about you. It's how you deal with it. I mean, like you said, as long as they're not talking about your child, as long as they're not putting stuff out there that is going to hurt you in the long run, then what's the problem with someone talking about you? You know? So, those were some of the comments that people left when he went on and on about how he helped all these people in the village. Stop talking about what you've done for people. You're not going to go to heaven and get blessings by just running on about what you've done for people. I'm sorry. And if Mama Ann probably could have given you back that house, she probably would. So anyway, during all that conversation he was having in one of the last lives, there was some noise outside that sounded like gunshots. And when I heard it, I'm like, that's gunshot. Because guys, I live in Brooklyn. I know what gunshots sound like. I'm not going to sit here and pretend, okay? I've heard it before. Not anymore. Not in the past couple of years. But when I first moved to Brooklyn a long time ago, I used to hear gunshots. I'm like, that's gunshots. That's not a bike. So he kept saying on camera, oh, the boys like to have their bikes like that. And then he heard sirens and more gunshots, and that's when he realized that there was a full war outside of the garage. Full war going on out there. Madam Parasite, who pretends as if she comes from the beach area in Mal del Plata. Okay, the ghetto in Mal del Plata, that's where she's from, because that's only, I've never heard a gunshot of a full out war outside my window like that. Never. I've heard gunshots before, but it wasn't outside my window, and it wasn't a full out war like that. It's like people had to be ducking in their houses, I'm sure. And when everybody looked outside, when he looked outside, it's not like I saw people gathering out there to see what's going on. So it appears that this is normal stuff that happens in that neighborhood. No wonder why Mr. Luis kept warning him and worrying about him every time he steps out of this garage to go walking. He keeps saying, you know, don't go to the left, go to the right. Because Mr. Luis is pretty much aware that it's the ghetto. What else happening in that junkyard? What else? I I think that was it, guys. He did another live today, but I honestly, there wasn't much. There was one live he did where he was upside down, and I'm thinking, geez, this guy is really losing his bananas. He was upside down in his live. You couldn't watch the thing. And someone commented and said, so now we have to turn our TV upside down to watch this guy? I couldn't come to. Because apparently he didn't realize that he had his phone upside down the whole time in the live, which didn't make any sense. I don't know. Marwa, you are a big YouTuber, a big YouTuber. Try to do much better, content, and you will get your following back. Try to be a better person. You can't just keep singing on what you've done for people and all these stuff. Nobody cares about that. Many people out here have been doing stuff for people, and we don't talk about it. We don't have to sing about it every day. And, the reason why reactors are saying that you're collecting money for your ticket is because it appears that way. It appears that way to a lot of them. Right? Because you were asking for money. You were asking for money to travel recently. You said you never asked people to help you, but you were also asking for money to travel recently, and I guess you didn't get the money. Now you're asking for money for legal fees, and now they're realizing you're saying you can't leave yet. You have all these excuses. Perhaps you don't have the money, or you don't want to spend your money out of your bank to buy tickets to fly back home, and it's one of the reasons why you're asking people to sort of donate this money to the legal fees, because if you ask them to donate money for travel, you probably won't get the same response. You know that your subscribers, a lot of them don't agree with reactors, and so they will be more willing to give you money for legal fees versus giving you money for travel. So it's one of the reasons why many of us are thinking that the monies that you're asking is allegedly the money that you're asking for is allegedly for plane tickets and for the car that you plan on purchasing when you get back to the village, because you said you're going to purchase a brand new car. And if you have money in the bank to purchase a brand new car, why can't you use that money for your legal fees? Why do you have to beg? See, Marwa is smart. These are the tactics he used. He asked people if he should build a kitchen or buy a car. And most people say build a kitchen because you have a kid, and for sanitary reasons, you need a decent kitchen. And then he went on live and he said, you know what? I want a car, and that's what I'm going to buy. I'm treating myself. I need something nice. I'm always helping people. I want a car. I'll figure out the kitchen. But you know why he does that? That is because he knows people will not donate to buy him a car, but people may donate to build a kitchen after, him and his family go there, and they don't want the kid to be eating from outdoors and stuff like that. So they'll try to donate to help him build a kitchen. And this is what he does. Like, these are the tactics that he used. In fact, when it was mentioned that his M-Pesa wasn't working because, the number that he had in Kenya, he no longer has that number. I don't know how he's not smart enough to know that if you leave a country and you're no longer using that telephone number, that the carrier will give that number to someone else. I don't know how he doesn't know this. But when he's mentioned that, it's not my number, so you guys were sending money to someone else, it's like he had no care in the world. It's like this money that these people lost sending to someone else was no big deal. I saw no remorse. He didn't look sorry. I didn't hear an apology to the people who sent money and lost their money. Like, he didn't care. It was like, here is my new number now. I'm going to use Gitriba's number. Please send the money again to Gitriba's number. Seriously. And Americans are here like, I don't know, Americans and the UK people, you guys must have money to waste. That's all I can say, because he really didn't care that people lost their money. Things are tough in America. I'm telling you, things are tough in America. Read the news. These people need to save their monies. All investment are taking a dive. Well, things are tough in America. We're not in America picking up money off the streets or off a tree. It's going to get worse, and you know that. And you, instead of using your money, because you are very wealthy, Michelle Aponte says you are wealthy, that you make a lot of money on YouTube, that you showed him how much money you made on YouTube.
For the rest, how can Marwa afford $30,000 of Windows? Well, while I was there, for the 3 months analytics he showed me on his computer, I saw that he was making a minimum of $20,000 a month from YouTube, plus getting thousands of dollars of donations every day. And it's crazy. He was making so much money and playing and acting so poor. I guess it worked. And what shocked me the most is, oh, I got a PayPal donation, a few $100s. I don't have time to write a thank you email. Let's simply keep scrolling on the telephone. I was like shocked.
Also, you said that you were just as rich as the president of Kenya, and we see how much the president of Kenya makes. It came out of your mouth that you make a lot of money. So if you make a lot of money, why don't you use your money for legal fees? Why do you always have to beg?
Funny thing is, I make a lot of money. Actually, I showed people how much money I make. I think I compete with the president in Kenya. I make a lot of money. I'm telling you, it's not a joke. I make a lot of money.
And this is why reactors react. If you can buy a brand new car, buy a car, 2 cars, you have money. You have money. A lot of Americans can't go out there right now and buy 2 cars. You know what they do? They lease cars. Most of the people you see around here driving their BMW, darling, their Range Rover, those are lease cars. It is not fully purchased. Okay? They have to pay a monthly fee for that car. It's not purchased. It's not their own car. And you have enough cash in your account that you can buy 2 vehicles within months apart. That means you have money. Stop begging. Stop begging. Okay? Anyway, guys, that's all I have to talk about today. All right, see you in my next video, and remember to support this new channel. Hit the like and hit the subscribe button. You guys are not subscribing to my new channel. This will be the only channel that I react on in terms of that group of people. My other channel will be for more educational things, because I realized that I have a lot of smart people that subscribe to my channel. Not everyone wants to hear about the Marwas. I'll be honest with you, I have a lot more that I can discuss, and so my other channel will be for more serious matters and, you know, some fun stuff as well, but not this drama. This will be the drama channel. Okay, I have to separate the drama channel. I don't want to meet people and then they ask me if I have a YouTube channel and I can't tell them the name of my YouTube channel, and that has happened to me many times. Okay, I can't tell them the name of my YouTube channel because reacting on the Marwas, truthfully, the level of reaction is below what is expected of me. I can tell you guys that. I'll be honest with you. And so I've had to hide that channel from a circle of people that I'm around. My friends, I can't even tell them about that channel. I can't. They'll be like, come on, girl, are you serious? So this is one of the reasons why I decided to separate my channel and just do this as a drama channel, and I'll do that as, you know, something more serious and more educational. Okay, all right, thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.